Oh, well, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. You know what the sound of that is? That's me cracking open a beer for a beautiful freaking day with MVIS. Woo! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades. We have technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'll begin the preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I am happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that were given to me, make the community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to keep up with the Microvision daily updates. Now, quick shout out to the guys over the Patreon. We did have quite a few new people join us today. We are sitting at, let's take a quick peek, 228 members. Jason, Vikesh, Adolfo, Magdaleno, I'm saying all these names wrong, I guarantee it. Dan, Nate, Milton, Khalil, Jagad, Keith. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. They'll have access to an amazing private Discord, great community. We're loving it out there, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And then watch out for the spam account. This is not me. Report him. Don't call that number. Don't buy his crap. You'll know it's not me because it doesn't have that great box around his name. So we're going to give an update today on Microvision. We're going to take a look at this at the 1 month and the 1 day, 1 minute chart. We'll take a look at the levels of support and resistance, different indicators that I'm seeing here. We got the relative strength index pulled up. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 is oversold. We've got the 200 EMA, which is this light blue line, as well as the dark blue line, and the light blue line is the 15-day VWMA, the volume adjusted moving average. The 15-day VWMA is a 15-day average trend line that takes into consideration overall volume, and the 200 EMA is a 200-day trend line that just takes into consideration the overall price action on a stock. We're going to look at some different bullish or bearish patterns that we're seeing, and let's just get right into the video. So, if you're not familiar with what Microvision is, I'll just read you a quick piece of them off of Market Watch. They engage in the development of laser beam scanning technology. It offers its product under the Pico P brand. Pico P Scanning Tech has addressing the following market segments: interactive and non-interactive projected displays, 3D perceptive lidar sensing for consumer electronics, augmented or mixed reality, and 3D perceptive lidar sensing for automotive active collision avoidance. They have 48,000 followers on StockTwits. Message volume is surprisingly down. Sentiment is up. Price is up. We were up 16.88% on the day, and there was one point in which I think we were up about 25%. Looked absolutely filthy. This is the kind of stuff that you really love to see, and guys, I'm telling you, patience pays. Those diamond hands, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm telling you, I'm not selling this for a penny under $20 at the end of 2021. This thing is such a diamond in the rough. They have so much potential. They have the IVAS tech that's utilized by the aviation sector of the Army. Helps the aviators fly the skies more clearly. They're developing IVAS tech for goggles for infantrymen, armormen, field artillery, that to help them navigate the battlegrounds more effectively. They've got automotive lidar that they are working on and will present on in April, and that's going to be absolutely huge. Their financial statement is coming out in March, and I expect that to be a huge improvement from the previous quarter. There's so much going on here, and that's not even talking about the potential buyout by companies like Microsoft, Ford, Apple, Tesla. I know people say that Elon Musk doesn't like LiDAR because it's bulky and ugly, but MVIS is not ugly. This is some pure filth. They are aesthetic. They are dirty in a clean way. They just look absolutely great. So let's just take a look here at the price action. We do have, I'm going to actually delete this level of support at 472 and 491. I think we have graduated from that. That was the bottom out that we saw here, and since then we have seen some pretty solid price action happening, but we are looking at support at 513, 551, and then just a hair under 581 at about 575. And then the acting level of support that is holding this up currently is at about $6.02, as well as, if we zoom in here, $6.28. And we are hovering just above that right now in the after hours at 637, looking pretty solid on the day. And then a level of resistance that we're going to be watching for is 660, and we will establish another level of resistance now that we have found that contact point right around here, just shy of $7. We did touch $6.98. That is absolutely filthy. Man, what a beautiful run. I tell you what, I was at work today and reading some messages in the private Discord. People were going absolutely nuts over Microvision. It's beautiful. And you know what's awesome about this, guys? Take a quick look. Look at this. If you Google MVIS stock news, Nothing. There's nothing popping up. This is insane. So if you've kept up with the series, you know that about a week ago, I said that I think there is institutional buying or toots that are loading up on Microvision, because at the end of the day, about an hour to an hour and a half before the market would close and the shorts would attack the crap out of this stock, we would see this huge spike in overall volume. And I think that they were anticipating a run-up like this, and it seems that we have just begun that run-up. So there's a couple points that I'd like to make clear on the chart here. We do have a crossover on the volume adjusting mover average over the 200 EMA, so we have officially entered bullish territory. We're looking beautiful. We got out of this this little wedge formation right here, this descending wedge, and we're looking very bullish. It was an absolute powerhouse of a day. That looked phenomenal. And then heading into, and I'll draw this out on the 1 day 1 minute chart, but it does look like we have a bullish flag formation beginning, but we will confirm on the 1 day 1 minute chart. We were approaching overbought territory today. We did peak up over 70, so that is something to keep in the back of your mind. We in the past have seen corrections pretty neutral. We did see one pretty harsh correction, but most of the time we do correct to about 50 to high 40s, which is actually phenomenal for this stock. That's not bad whatsoever. And then the volume is something to take note of. We did see unusual trading volume. I mean, if we look at yesterday in a 30-minute window, we saw 388,000, 653,000, 217,000. Today, you know, 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5.7 million. This is huge. And if this bump indicates anything that we've seen in the past, look at this. Look at what happened the last time that we saw this crazy bump, right? We see a little bump here. We just keep climbing, guys. So if this is any sort of indicator on what's to come, I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful run-up if the trend does continue on the price action on MVIS. So the 200 EMA and the VWMA look absolutely beautiful. That's perfect. The volume is bumping up, and with volume comes extra volatility, and volatility drives higher price valuations, so we're looking fantastic there. The RSI indicator, we approached 70. We corrected off of that, and the correction hasn't been too harsh yet. You know, we are just, you know, in the after hours right now at 637, but sitting pretty decent at this given moment. That's looking really, really nice. So that's what we're looking at on the 1 month chart. Let's change this quick to the 1 day 1 minute chart. And I have made this clear in the past, but I will show you just to be transparent. I do have a position in MVIS. Don't pay attention to the gains and losses. I just recently got approved for margin, so the gains and losses aren't actually accurate. I am about even on the day, but I do have a position in MVIS at a dollar cost average of about $6.75. It's not showing it at the moment, but I've got 2,030 shares. My value is $13,286. At one point, I was actually up today, which is phenomenal to see a dollar change and a dollar change per share, but we're sitting very, very clean right now. I like how that's looking. God, just pumped to see MVIS doing some awesome stuff, and I really hope that you guys are able to take advantage of the run up and get in before that happened, as I suggested. You know, this is a good opportunity to buy when we're in the high 4s and the low 5s, because we are beginning a run up, and it looks absolutely beautiful. In fact, I wanted to take the opportunity today to actually improve my position a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm sitting all right with where we're sitting in the portfolio. So if we do look at the 1 day 1 minute chart, I'll just show you everything how I see it. We do have a small head and shoulders pattern here, so I will draw that out just so that I'm not giving you a biased opinion. I'm not trying to pump the stock by any means. We do have the head on the top here, 2 shoulders, and then as you can see after that we have fallen down a little bit. We actually did approach this $6.10 mark right here, so I could see this in the future acting as a level of support, because candlesticks are usually pretty indicative of what buyers and sellers think of a certain stock. So we will label that and keep that there for the next video when we cover this. But we do have a head and shoulders pattern right here, so that is something to keep in the back of your mind. And then if we look at the price action on the day, we'll just drop some trend lines. We did have a very nice bullish flag right here, and I will get rid of this green circle real quick just so that we can see that nice and clearly. Okay, so we do have the pole right there where I labeled it prior, and then we do have from the top of this trend line right here, draw down a compressing of price action, which is a bullish indicator. It gives buyers confidence that the stock is not going to tank. It's not just some sort of pump and dump or traders getting in and out. We bust through that trend line. We see a nice little run up. Another compressing of price action here. I wouldn't quite call that a flag, because we do not have a great pull. Maybe we can consider that a small flag, but we have another compressing of price action. Guys, this is literally as clean as it possibly gets. This is the most smooth sort of bullish run that you can expect out of a stock. We really had no troubles whatsoever. Break through that trend line, moving up. We have this head and shoulders pattern, which is bearish, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. We did cross underneath the 200 EMA with the 15-day VWMA in the after hours. So in the after hours, we are in bearish territory, but macroscopically, we are bullish. So a little bit of a mixed bag. You know, it's tough to predict what's going to happen tomorrow, but based on previous trends, I'm going to assume and take an educated guess in saying that the bullish run will continue. If anything, I think worst case scenario, we're looking at a consolidation day where you see a little bit of price action, maybe a little bit up, maybe a little bit down, but that's not the end of the world, right? If we change this to a 5-day chart, take a look at this. We were down for 2 days, a little bit, 2 or 3% each day, and we loaded the box for this price action right here, right? And I would be willing to bet that if we draw a trend line from 5 days ago, maybe 4 days ago, draw a trend line from 4 days ago out like this, and then a trend line out from the bottom, maybe right around here, we see a pretty solid consolidation point, right? That's a narrowing ever so slightly of price action. So there's some compressing happening, a little bit of consolidation, looking very nice and clean. We bust through this top trend line right here, and we were just off to the races. So that looks absolutely beautiful. The price action is great. I still consider this bullish territory. However, microscopically, you know, we are a little bit bearish. If we look at this at the 5-day chart, we still do have a very nice gap between the VWMA and the 200 EMA. But on the 2-day, 1-minute chart, we are in fact a little bit bearish on the 1-minute frequency. You know, even if we just change this to a 5-minute frequency, this is still looking extremely bullish. So, you know, I feel really, really good. Only on a day trader or swing trader perspective are you looking at this as bearish territory. This looks phenomenal. So that is currently where we're sitting with MVIS. No news, no catalyst, just a huge freaking 17% run on the day. Absolutely beautiful. I will drink a beer to that, my friends. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay $9 a month for a membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 6.5 thousand subscribers in a little over 3 weeks. So if you are a content creator or looking to become one, it is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And I will receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you if you use my link. So it is a great way to support the channel. If you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos. So thank you for coming to the video. That is all I have for you today, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.